Al? Al? We're ready. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the regularly scheduled council meeting for Monday, March 9th, 2020. And just for the record, Councilor Bruin is unable to attend today's meeting. And I just call the meeting to order and ask for an adoption of the agenda as presented, please.
So move, Mr. Mayor.
Councilor Tams, motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. On to item number 3, adoption of the minutes. Item 3.1, Mr. Orwa.
Yes, the regular scheduled council meeting minutes from February 24th are in front of you for your consideration.
Great, thank you. Any questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councilor Firth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that council adopts the minutes of the regular meeting of council held on February 24th, 2020 as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item number 4, business arising. There are none. Item 4.1, Tabor charity auction donation requests. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, His Worship. So we're all aware that Tabor charity auction is coming up, I think, in April here, and this is going to be the 25th anniversary. And I think if you recall from the last council meeting, it was suggested, I think the suggestion came up from Councillor Strovers that we try to look at a bigger picture here, where, we have a larger impact that will be felt for a period of time. And I think that's why we have brought it back for council input.
All right, thank you. Any comments to start? Councillor Chavez?
Your Worship, I just want to
You want to turn your mic down, Joe, please?
Sorry, Your Worship, I just make some comments as endorsing the fact that this organization has been at it for 25 years. They've raised over $1 million. They're the first and the only municipal community to have their decal emblazed upon the tail of the Stars helicopter. They donate to Stars. They donate to the EMS in town here. They sponsor food programs at different schools. They donate to the food bank, and this being their 25th year of doing this here, I think it just sits well rather than donate little things to go in bags and to be split up. I think council could endorse a substantial donation for this cause.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? Someone prepared to make a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'm prepared to make a motion.
Councillor Garner.
I wish to make a motion that council approves a donation of $5,000 to be given to the Tabor Community Auction in 2020 in light of the 25th anniversary, with money to be taken from council's discretionary fund.
All right, thank you. Councillor Tams.
Is this the part where we have discussion?
Absolutely, yep.
As much as I totally would like to support that motion, I think the dollar value is too much money. This has always been a charity auction that is people to donate, and we are donating on behalf of the citizens of the town of Tabor. And I know that the town of Tabor and our EMS and our fire department and many organizations have really been blessed by this charity auction and the amount of money, but I think at $5,000, it is too much money. I would rather see a number around the $3,000 mark. 25 years, that's $100 a year, that's $2,500 plus $500, and I think that would be a more suitable number that we could donate from the council discretionary fund.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? Councillor Chavez.
Your Worship, I can support this motion. The 5,000 goes well in hand with the 25, and I think because of the amount of programs this organization supports in town, it would be a great feather in their cap if they could have a record-breaking year, and if we could help them reach that with the $5,000 donation from our discretionary fund, I think it would be well advised on all of us. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? All right, we do have a motion on the table. Any further discussion? Councillor Beckering?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Oliver, could we be advised of the balance remaining in the council discretionary fund, please?
Yes, currently we have only 9,000 left.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Once again, motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Item number 5, bylaws. There are no bylaws to deal with. Item number 6, action items. Item 6.1, road license agreement, Highway 3 and Barton Drive. Mr. Orwa.
I'll just call upon Mr. Jensen to step forward and address this with council.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Worship and members
Afternoon.
of council. To be mindful of time, I will combine 6.1 and 6.2 in the in my briefing of them, as they are very closely related. It is for road licensing agreements for the placement of 2 portable signs that are already in place there, and this will be a renewal of a 1-year, was previously a 1-year road license agreement. We are now looking to make it a 5-year license agreement for the consideration of council's time and administration's time. These licensing agreements would still require that development permits would be approved annually by the Municipal Planning Commission, so there will still be review on a yearly basis. The location of these signs is south of Highway 3, just west of Barton Drive and north of 46th Avenue. That is just north of the Super 8. The signs are approximately 45 meters apart on town-owned land, and that is why it will require a road licensing agreement. So yeah, the first sign number 1 is located further to the east, as seen in that image there. And then the second sign is located to the west of that by about 45 meters, which meets the land use bylaw requirement separation between portable signs. If you have any questions on this agreement.
All right, thank you. Let's just deal with this one at a time. Item 6.1. Any questions for Mr. Jensen related to the presentation? All right, someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Chavez?
Worship, I have no questions, but I'll proceed with the motion that council authorizes administration to renew a road license agreement with 1979356 Alberta Limited, operating as Phoenix Signs for a portable sign located between Highway 3 and 46th Avenue within Plan 6987 JK for a period of 5 years.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 6.2 related to the sign number 2. Any questions arising? Councillor Firth?
No questions, but I'm prepared to make the motion.
All right.
That council authorizes administration to renew a road license agreement with 1979356 Alberta Limited, operating as Phoenix Signs for a portable sign located between Highway 3 and 46th Avenue with Plan 6987 JK for a period of 5 years.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. On to item 6.3, 2019 capital projects carry forward. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, I would call upon Donna to present this one to council.
Thank you.
We're just looking for the 2019 capital projects that have either not been started or not completed to be carried forward to 2020. They did go to the audit committee, who gave the recommendation to bring it to council to be carried forward. So.
Great, thank you. Any questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Thames.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, after going through this at the audit committee and many questions and doing this, I'm prepared to make a motion that council approves the attached list of 2019 capital projects to be carried forward to 2020.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously.
Mr. Mayor, I'm prepared to make the second motion that council approves the funding for all of the 2019 overages from the capital reserves.
Thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 6.4, uncollectible accounts receivable over $500. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, I think Donna is still in the hot seat, so proceed.
We have one account that is over the $500. We're looking to have written off. It also went to the audit committee. And as per our policy, it needs to come to for council approval.
All right, thank you. Any questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Firth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that council approves the uncollectible accounts receivable in the amount of $2,220.79 to be written off as of December 31st, 2019.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 6.5, proposed tangible capital asset policy number CSFIN 7. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, so this is our last three policies in series there to complete our review. And all these policies have gone through the audit committee, and I'll have Erica proceed and present it to council.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Worship and members of council. So administration is bringing forward the proposed tangible capital asset policy for your approval. The policy, as John said, has already been screened and endorsed by the audit committee, and I'm available to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions arising? Councillor Beckering.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Could you please explain some of the more salient amendments or the more important amendments, please? Yes.
Is there anything in specific that you would like?
Not really.
So the tangible capital asset policy is a policy that we follow in the finance department. It generally falls within assets that are over $5,000, and then they are put in our tangible capital asset database. The purpose of having this is so we can record the depreciation amount, so then we can provide to council estimated projects that we bring forward that when their useful life are over, we need to renew them, so then we have an appropriate capital budget.
Right. Councillor Beckering.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. But my question was, what are the more important amendments you're making to the policy?
Oh, the amendments in there. We just added some more information toward the policy. It encompasses everything that was already in there.
Just to pick it up from there to answer you. Now, if you look at our old policy, we had the TCA policy. It combined both the policy and the procedure as one. Now, to follow the current format that we have, you have to separate the two and have our policy and have our procedures. So that's one major area that is new there. And then number two, we have to make sure that everything that was in there follows our public standard accounting board. And that's what I've been going through with the auditors line by line. Those are just a few things that are in there that must not have been omitted in the old one.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Any other questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Garner.
I'm prepared to make a motion, Mr. Mayor, that council approves the proposed tangible capital asset policy number CS-FIN-7 as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. And item 6.6, proposed investment policy number CS-FIN-8. Mr. Orwa.
Erica is still on the hot seat again.
Yes. Once again, administration is bringing forward the proposed investment policy for your approval, and this policy has also gone to the audit committee already.
All right. Any questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Strauss.
Worship, I'll make the motion that council approves the proposed investment policy number CS-FIN-8 as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. And item 6.7, the proposed risk management policy CS-FIN-10. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, again, Erica, would you proceed, please, to present to council?
Yes, and the last one, administration is bringing forward the proposed risk management policy for your approval, and this policy has also gone to the audit committee.
Correct. All right, thank you. Any questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Strauss.
Chairman, I'll make the council approves the proposed risk management policy CS-FIN-10 as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 6.8, information to council. Mr. Orwa.
Yes, I think we have one information here to council, and I would call upon Katie Slam to present it to council and tell us how they intend to power up Tabor.
All right, thank you.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So as you are aware, the town has been working with our regional partners in the Joint Economic Development Committee to develop a conference for entrepreneurs in our region. We've been working with ATB, Business Link, and Alberta Economic Development and Trade. We received some feedback from the business community who determined that a full day conference wasn't ideal for them. So we've come up with a format of 4 breakfast sessions broken out over the next 4 months. We chose to do digital marketing as the topic for all 4 sessions, and each session will cover a different aspect of marketing. We did this for 2 reasons. Number 1, in the survey that we conducted, businesses or anyone who answered the survey had indicated that social media and marketing was the number 1 topic they wanted to learn about. And number 2, we have also identified that businesses in the region are not highly visible online, so we hope that this will build their skills and their confidence to become more active, not just in social media, but to have a presence online in general. The 4 sessions will be on March 24th, April 28th, May 26th, and June 16th. Each session will be at the Heritage Inn. It's only $15 to attend, and it does include breakfast. And we will have Lane Anderson of London Road Media in Lethbridge instructing all 4 of those courses. He is a well-respected and award-winning professional, so we trust that he will do great. He came with high recommendation from ATB.
Great, thank you. Any questions arising? Councillor Stravas.
Yes, Your Worship, just for clarification purposes what time do these begin?
It will be from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And it will also provide an opportunity for some networking after the workshop.
Right, any other questions arising? Someone prepared to make a motion? Councillor Thames.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, move that council accepts the material received in this agenda item as information.
Great, thank you. Motion on the table. Any further discussion? All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you.
There was a second point on the Southwest Alberta Skills Gap study in the same item there, if you scroll down. There you go. As you are likely aware, we have created a relationship with Lethbridge College, and in 2019 we committed $2,500 to working on a study to determine the labor needs of Southwest Alberta. So there are quite a few regional partners involved in this one as well, and the purpose of the study is to determine what skills employers are looking for, what skills are already out there in the labor pool, and how we may be able to assist in bridging any gaps that exist. Currently, there is a telephone survey going out to businesses in the entire Southwest area. We've provided a list of Tabor businesses we would like to have targeted, and so they will be answering that on either online if they would prefer, or through the telephone. And then we also have an online survey for job seekers. So anyone can go online and answer this to give us an idea of what kinds of skills they have, to see if there is a correlation between the two and to bridge any gaps that are existing. We hope that this project will wrap up by the beginning of the fall of this year. In addition to doing these surveys, MDB, who is our consultant, will be doing quite a bit of background research on statistics and literature review on documents we've provided.
All right, thank you. Any questions arising? All right, thank you so much for your presentation.
Motion on the second presentation to receive it as information also.
Mr. Orwa, I don't know that we necessarily need that. That was just added information, correct?
It's the added information.
Yes. Yeah, okay, I think we're fine with that. All right, on to item 6.9, status item, council requests. Mr. Orwa.
So again, this is the opportunity council has to ask administration any question that you may have, or give us some direction in form of a motion. Now, looking at the standing items, I think currently we have about 4 standing items. If I could just get there. So the first two, of course, those ones we've been working on continuously. That is the Japan trip. And then the third one there is presented by Councillor Fath. Again, Mr. Armfeld has been working very closely with the chief, and I think a letter has already been sent to the police commission. The last one, I think a request was made to invite GFL Environmental Inc., and I think they'll join us tonight. So that one will fall off the list. So now it's up to council maybe to provide us with any direction in form of a motion.
All right, thank you. Any other standing item requests come up? No, not today. All right, so just to confirm, Mr. Roy, you're looking for a motion related to the last item?
No, it's no motion. I'm just saying
So
that
you're not, we don't need a motion.
we don't need a
Yes,
motion
correct.
there, but they'll be joining us sometimes.
Pardon me?
They come to join us tonight. GFL,
All right.
yeah. So we don't need a motion.
Okay, okay. All right. Anything else arising? All right. On to item 7, delegations. There are no delegations. We're into media inquiries. Tabor Times, Trevor. All right, perfect. Thank you. I would ask for a motion to break to 4:30 and move into closed session at that same time also. If somebody's so inclined. Councillor Becker.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll move that we take a break for half an hour and the reconvene in closed session.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. I think so.
That pretty much, Mr. Mayor, is a record. That's
Yes,
the
it
first
is.
time you haven't talked long enough.